Hi, in the last three videos of this series, we have looked at how to natively integrate ChatGPT with Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. Today, we will look at a third-party tool to integrate ChatGPT with Google Docs and Google Sheets. Okay, uh, just search for ChatGPT for Google Docs and Sheets. Go to this first link in this workspace.google.com and you will see this GPT for Sheets and Docs. Okay, install it, continue, give the permissions, allow. All right, that's done. We have already installed it. Now go to the Google Sheets. Under extensions, refresh the page. So under extensions, you see this GPT for Sheets and Docs. Now this should appear for the Sheets as well. As you can see, it appeared for the Sheets as well. Okay, so let's go back to the Google Sheets. Sorry, Google Docs. Now extensions. Now first we need to set the API key. So I'm going here. This is my API key. It's going to be deleted soon. Right, and then go to the extensions again. Now launch the sidebar. Okay, so here we have various prompts. For example, we can change the tone of the text. We can search for grammar and spelling. We can summarize text. We can translate between different languages, or we can even have our own custom prompt. Let's start with simple. Let's take this translate to. So here we have to select some text and we have to give the language we want to translate to. So here I'm selecting some English text. I want to translate it to Spanish. Just check this one so that you can see what the prompt is. So click submit. Okay, so I am doing very well. In English is translated to this estoy muy bien in Spanish. Okay, and then let's do one more task. So here we have some text. I have highlighted the text and then let's write a custom prompt. Now summarize the text in just 20 words, let's say. Okay, summarize the text again. Check this option and let's submit. Hi, so this is the prompt and this paragraph is being summarized in just 20 words. Okay, it also save the prompt history and these are the model parameters. They change the behavior of the response. Now I'll create a separate video series about OpenAI models as well as these parameters and how they affect the response. Okay. All right. Now let's see how it works in Google Sheets. Okay. So here, this is the sheet we have created when we integrated ChatGPT with Google Sheets natively. Okay, now let's see how we can do this using the new third-party tool. So under extension, we have this GPT for Sheets and Docs. Because we have already enabled the API, we don't need to do that again. I'll just enable the GPT functions. Okay, so it's enabling the functions. All right, Now, if you remember, uh, we have created this ChatGPT function when we integrated using app script, right? Now, this third-party tool, it has created a number of functions which we will see. So they are called GPT. Now, as you can see here, all these functions are coming from this third-party tool, GPT map, the list, etc., etc. Okay. Now let's see if we can achieve the same task using GPT. So let's call GPT, and here it will provide this sort of doc string for Python. So we have the prompt that's mandatory, and all the remaining values are optional. So let's provide the prompt, the CAP, the capital city of, and then the second argument is value. So here it is A2. Okay. All right. Canberra, that looks good. And let's run for the remaining cells. That return the correct response. Okay. And it has a number of other functions. So let's look at one more function here. Maybe I'll just remove this text. Okay, let me copy this prompt. Okay. Now we have one more function called this GPT list, right? So it can return multiple responses. So here we are creating this prompt, write 3 taglines for an ice cream shop. Now we are not giving any cell content because that is optional. This prompt is already complete, right? So let's run this function. So it has created these 3 taglines for an ice cream shop. Scoops of happiness in every cone, indulge in ice cream delight, life is short, eat ice cream first. Okay, so those are the 3 taglines for an ice cream shop. Now you can run this functions to repeat all these responses and make sure they match with what we got with the custom function. Again, they have a number of functions you can explore later. Here are the functions, and for example, let's look at this fill. Okay, so it is the doc string, what it will do. So here we have it takes the cells. This is the model, the temperature, and the maximum tokens, and they must have provided an example as well. Yeah, let's look at one more. Edit list tree table. Maybe tag. What does it do? Tag. Okay, so it takes a value. I love chocolate. Food positive, negative. Okay, so it takes a sentence and we give a bunch of tags, and I think it will return what's the most appropriate tag. So let's run it. We don't supply the temperature, etc. So we are simply supplying, this is the value and these are the tags. Now let's see what it says. All right, so we are running the function. It said food and positive, right? So I love chocolate. We have supplied 3 tags and it has found out food and positive as the tags, and that looks correct. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much.